got some storms in the panhandle right now. We do have a confirmed tornado on the ground moving through Cherry County, moving towards Valentine here in the next 30 to 45 minutes. And we do have some storms out behind that, which do have some damaging hail up to 2.5 inches out near Scotts Bluff. And we do have to watch these little single cells as we go into tonight, as they could be producing some tornadoes. Taking a state view, we're relatively clear and calm out towards the east. Really just the panhandle seeing the weather. So we do have this tornado watch still in effect until 11 p.m. tonight for west central Nebraska. The setup looks like this. So through tonight, slight risk is still into parts of west central Nebraska, all surrounding areas, and that level 1 marginal risk as we go through tonight. Tornado risk is going to be out there, 5% in west central Nebraska, where we are seeing that tornado warning right now in parts of Cherry County. And then large hail, we're talking 2 to 2.5 inches, maybe even 3 inches. So that's going to be baseball size, close to softball size hail, and damaging winds 60 to 70 miles per hour through tonight. So let's take a look at Stormcast. As we go into midnight, we are going to start to see those storms converge out towards the west and start to make a quasi-linear convective system. Well, those are going to continue to strengthen as we go into 1 a.m. And then as we go into 3 a.m., yeah, that's going to kind of just go all the way down towards the south. As you can see where that front is, some clearing behind it. And then we'll storms all the way from about South Dakota all the way down towards the Kansas-Nebraska border. That's going to continue to move towards the east as we go into 3:30 a.m. Move through North Platte around 3 a.m. and then 4:30 a.m. Still pretty strong line of storms. And well, then 5:30 a.m. probably going to be waking up to a little bit of rain, especially in parts of eastern Nebraska. But the storms look to dissipate as they continue to move east by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. But lots of clearing out west, still cloud cover off towards the east. But now the cloud cover is going to be a big factor for tomorrow's storms. There is still uncertainty. But as we go into about 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, looks like the clouds will move on out towards the east. All of Nebraska seeing sunshine. That's going to be critical to some storm development. So 4 p.m. start to see a little bit of storm development out towards the west and a few single cells trying to get going on here just south of Lincoln. But now as we go more into the evening time, boom, right there, just south of Lincoln, 5 p.m. north of Omaha, we do start to see some isolated to scattered storms, which could become severe quite quickly depending on the daytime heating. And it is going to be warm. Temperatures in the 80s, close to 90 degrees, and well, moisture dew points close to 70 degrees. But now as we go into about 5:30, that will look to move quite quickly off towards the east. And just east of Omaha, this line of storms is going to have a good potential for some tornadoes and large hail. And then that all looks to move towards the east, and then it looks to just boom, kind of just miss Nebraska as we go into early Tuesday morning. So your risk looks like this: very large hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes possible. The timing, Monday afternoon and evening. Here's a broader view. Level 4 out of 5 in Iowa, enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5, stretching from Omaha east, and then eastern Nebraska really, and that level 2 slight risk for severe weather. Now, tornado potential, that's more into Iowa where you see those hatched marks, but really in that 5%, 2% risk, maybe a brief spin up or 2 tornadoes possible. Large hail, we're talking about maybe baseball to softball size hail, especially in these hatched marks. So it's going to be a large hail event for tomorrow, and winds 60 to 70 miles per hour. Well, out there, Allo Communications Cam, it might look a little moist out there. Well, temperatures in the 60s, 65 in Lincoln. Dew points, boom, 61. So dew points close to the temperature. It's going to give you a little bit of moisture. And these winds out of the southeast, 20 to 25 miles per hour, giving us all that moisture. For tonight, 63 degrees. Rain is possible as we go into tomorrow morning. Everyone in the low to mid 60s. And we're going to be warm tomorrow. 86 degrees, gradual clearing. And all of us going to be in the 80s. But check out that sharp line of dew points. That's going to be your main factor for storm initiation. So as you go into Lincoln east, better moisture. Out west, not good moisture. And then rain chances continue. Storms possible on Wednesday. And temperatures look to stay warm in the 70s and 80s through next week.